All right, everybody, here we are with another Critical Role character deck profile. Today's video was on Beauregard Lionett, Expositor. Um, Bo has some really cool play patterns where she gets to add just free attacks onto her attack stack. Sure, you have to discard an attack and check a 6, but, like if you really want to just punish your opponent for maybe committing out or just being able to just poke them with multiple, like, say, like you discard an attack that maybe we can't pass the check, and maybe it's like on a like on a 7 or an 8, and then you can just freebie these guys, which is kind of cool. They do have some really cool synergies with some of the kendo stuff, so we're gonna get into it. So Beauregard, Lionett, Expositor, Brawler, Mighty Nine, Spy. Once per turn, discard an attack, check a 6, add the top 2 cards of your deck to your card pool face down as mid attacks with 3 speed, 3 damage, and kick, punch, slam keywords. Add them to the attack stack. So it's kind of like Baby's First Multiple. Even though like Echo technically is Baby's First Multiple, this is like really, really close to Baby's First Multiple. Enhance, commit 1 foundation. Your face-up, kick, punch, or slam attack gets +1 damage for each attack in your card pool. So it's pretty cool. So like it still counts your face downs that you used for her ability as damage. So they're still attacks. They still can go to momentum. You could still pick them up with Big Fist Bash, which is in the list, which is really cool because we try to play Double Jumbo Fist and then just kind of buff them and then play Big Fist Bash to pick those cards up to shrink our card pool so we can play more attacks. So let's get into the attacks. We start off with 4 copies of Excited Blows. This is an all mids list. And we try to play as many punches because the Double Jumbo Fist kind of works with everything, but we kind of have some of the Jun Kasama stuff in, so it actually works towards punches to maybe put it up over the top. So 4 difficulty, 3 check, 3 mid for 4, 1 low block, fantastic block on this. Response after this card is blocked. Your next attack this turn gets Frenzy. It has Frenzy itself. So it's a really good play. Like maybe we play Double Jumbo Fist as our first move. We do Bo's ability. It's say they block, maybe they block 1 or 2 of those because the Double Jumbo Fist is like if we add 1 in, it's a 7 mid 7, and then all the other like her face down attacks become 5 mid 5s, which is super cool. And then if they block any of them, this Frenzy gets added to this, so they get bigger, so it becomes a 5 mid 6 plus whatever Frenzy you get. And then if this attack is blocked, which is coming in for 6 to 7 damage or more, because you can use Bo's Enhance to give it more damage for each attack in your card pool, it just becomes a big, huge bomb. And they have to deal with it, and if they block, your next attack will gain Frenzy, so maybe you have another Excited Blow, so it's just, you can just chain stuff very well. Tech Titans Haymaker. This really doesn't have no surprise to anybody. It's a 5 difficulty, 3 check, 2 high block, 4 mid for 5 stun, stun 2 shift, punch Titan, blitz, super hard to block. You can't block with weenies. And then it flips to becomes Aaron's Determination. Mill 1, your attack gets +1 damage. So so if like say you have more attacks than foundations in your hand, you can play this, poke with another move, build the 2 out, so on and so forth. Next up is the real, I guess, the grease the wheels is Double Jumbo Fist. 4 difficulty, 3 check, 1 mid block, 4 mid 4. Static, while this card's in your card pool, other mid attacks get +1/+1. Very cool because we get to add a copy of it in to give it 2 speed, and then that extra copy gets to adds it to our card, adds to our card pool, which gives this 1/1/1. So it becomes a 7 mid 7, and then we say we play the top ability on Bo, check text card and attack, check a 6. So we're trading maybe like a 4 damage move for 10 damage, which is really, really good trade-off. And then if we say we have Big Fist Bash in our hand, it becomes a 3 diff because we have 4 cards in our card pool, and then we can play this and pick up one of those face downs if they're an attack or like an action or maybe an asset or a foundation we want to build or keep in our hand. It does have Breaker 3, so it's a 4 difficulty, 3 check, 3 mid block. Very bad block, but it's worth it. 3 mid for 3. And when you try to play this card, if you have 3 or more cards in your card pool, which we will if we play the Bow ability, it gets -1 difficulty and +2 damage. Super cool. It's also a punch and a slam, so it also gains more damage. And you also enhance discard 2 cards. So yeah, it's very costly. So we have to have one attack, this attack, discard for the Bow, and then discard 2. So really, we have to have enough hand economy to make this work, right? Because we're discarding cards as a huge cost from our hand. And then we get to add one mid attack, not named Big Fist Bash, from our card pool to our hand. Breaker 3, Punch Slam. So if one of those face downs is an attack, let's say it's a Big Fist Bash face down, super cool, right? Or it's another Dumbo Jumbo Fist face down, or any other move, or like I said, anything that we need at the time, we just pick it up. The two non-punches, but they are kicks, so they still get buffed from Bo's ability. Frog Strike, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 mid block, 4 mid 4. Discard a card. Again, we have a discard cost. At the present time, water does not have a discard. When you discard this, do this thing. I'm not sure. I don't think. Well, fire has Feral Shriek. So I think we have to add Feral Shriek to this deck just to help cover that cost. I didn't think of that. So fire. So we'll probably have to add Feral Shriek. So I'm going to add that in after I'm done doing this list, because we have a lot of discard cost, and it would actually be kind of be helpful. It doesn't work for Bo's ability, but we do have all the attacks here that discard. This discards 2. This discards 1. So we do want to do that. I don't think we don't have any. Oh, we also have Tusktooth's Crew. This we discard. Yeah, so maybe we should be playing that. So again, back to this. Enhance, flip a foundation. We get to seal the piece. Super good. And then Deadlock Enhance. We get to ready 3 foundations. This card's super punishing, right? Because we could lead in with a giant string, play this after our like 2 moves, our 2 3 diffs, our 2 3 mid 3s, and then ready 3 foundations and just keep going. I kind of wanted some guaranteed damage in the deck, so Aura Slam. And I also wanted a payoff for our opponent blocking it. 5 difficulty, 3 check, 3 low block, 3 mid for 5. If this attack is blocked, we get to build the top card of our deck face down. So this is actually a really good poke on turn 1, because we could just, sling this. Maybe maybe we did lead with like an Attack Titan's Haymaker, and then we play this, and then we get 2 extra damage. So instead of doing 4 on the half, instead of 3, it does 4. Also, if we have like a Titanstone Knuckles, we get to add more damage to it, so that's pretty sweet. And we get a foundation for our trouble. So it's not a bad poke on turn 2, just because we get to build the face down if they block it. Or it's 5 free damage, so we win either way. The next card we're going to talk about is Titanstone Knuckles, out of Exandria. Obviously, it's a 3 difficulty, 5 check, 2 low block asset. Deflect 3, which is super great. Unique Vestige Weapon. Enhance. Commit 1 foundation. Your attack gets 2 damage and 1 stun. Sure, I know we're kind of doubling up on the commit foundation cost. So, like, early game, we can use this instead of Bo. Like, until we get, like, 4 attacks in our... Like, 3 or 4 attacks in our card pool where Bo really gets paid off. This will actually kind of, like, double up, but it gives us, like, a pseudo speed. Response commit after this attack is blocked. After this attack is blocked, destroy 1 rival asset, and your rival flips the foundation. This response is so punishing to players who have like 1 asset in play. I could see this happening where both players have a Titanstone Knuckles, and no one wants to block anything to lose it. It's crazy. But Brute Brawler Enhance, commit. You may use this card's deflect ability from your stage. This attack. So you could use it. So say like you need a deflect, you can deflect this, and then you save some damage. Starting with foundations, Kazama's Power, 0/5, 2 high block, very good block on a 0 diff flip. Your punch attack gets 1 speed or 1 damage. Very serviceable for a 0 diff. We're playing water, so we get a couple copies of Syndicate Target. It's only bad when we're at 1. And I really love surprising skill in this meta, so if someone tries to like stun you, it can't stun this card, but then we get to either ready, or even if they try to seal the card, we get to ready one of our foundations, or they make them commit a foundation. Angelic Heart still kind of an iffy for me. It's a 1/5/3 mid flip. If you've dealt damage this turn, your attack gets 2 speed. So if they do take like your 3 mid 3s, your later attacks can just get some good speed. Capture the target. It's going to ready, because we're going to have usually on average 3 attacks, like after our first attack, maybe. I don't see us ever not being able to trigger this card on every attack turn. Fast Friendship's a 1/5/3 high block. We flip for -2 speed. Sometimes we get -3. We need some defense. Same thing with Return of the Kings. I really, really like this card. We kind of needed a momentum out, because we don't really have one in the deck. So this is like a good momentum out. It helps us build on block, Gives us cheap block mods. It's really good. Combat eval 2/5 too high. Flip commit ready. One foundation has not been readied, so we want to ready maybe Return of the Kings, or we can like get a a Masho concealment to cancel another thing. I don't think we have any other ones. This actually could change to the Feral Shriek, really, because it's the same. I think it's one less block, one more block. Tusk's Crew. I really like this card. This card's super good. It's a 2/5 3 high ally enhanced. Once per turn, discard a card, draw a card. 3 card cycles, great. Brawler champion response. Flip after your attack is completely blocked. One ready foundation that has not been readied this combat phase. So we get to re-ready things, which kind of helps us out defending and attacking. One of my favorite sacrifice outlets, just Defy Fate, 2/5, 2 mid block, destroy 1 foundation. Your punch attack gets 1 speed, 1 damage. So it's like death maneuvers for punches. It's really cool. Which this deck could end up just changing to all mono punches, but I really like Frog Strike and I like Aura Slam. I like the little guaranteed damage. Kazama style traditional martial arts, 2/5, 2 mid. Flip. There's a punch attack in your card pool. We draw a card. So like this is almost always online. Even if we lead with Aura Slam, we can just play Bow's Enhance, get punches in our card pool, and then flip to draw cards. Thoughtful Classmates at a 1x. This allows us to say like we played a Big Fist Bash. It allows us to return it to our hands. So we have a Breaker 3 block. Masho Concealment 5/3 mid allows us to cancel an enhance ability on a foundation. Failed Role Model gives us a point and click at a 2/5 3 mid. Flip mill 1, steal a rival foundation. Also, Deadlock Enhance is super punishing. It's flip, seal, commit, and freeze the 1 rival foundation. Gives us a little deadlock pressure. Broken Psyches for defense, 2/5 3 low. The remove part doesn't matter. Flip, discard a momentum, so it gives us a little bit of a momentum outlet on defense. We change this attack's damage to 2. Lost in Thoughts for some board interaction. 2/4 3 high block. Remove, add 1 foundation from each player's stage to their hand. Both players build 1 card from their hand face down. And Peerless Footwork. 3/5 2 mid. Enhance your kick, punch, or slam. Gets 1 damage. Brawler Enhance. This attack with a printed difficulty or less gets -1 speed. So if they're trying to throw little pokes at you, you can get some speed redux to block. But for the most part, it's just going to be there for the extra damage. Moving into the board, we got Referee Jury at 2 copies, 2/4, 2 mid, 2 mid block. Changes attack damage to 4, sorry. And if he deals damage, draw a card. Also, we get to flip commit 1 foundation after your rival plays an enhance ability. They commit a foundation. Hero's Upbringing to stop those pesky characters. 3 high, 3/5, 2 mid block. Destroy 1 foundation after your rival plays the same ability on the same card for 2nd or greater time this turn. Seal their character. That can either save you or win you the game, especially if they're a defensive character. The remove 1 copy says that we seal all cards in both players' card pools and momentum. So it's kind of like pseudo throw hate in a way. I doubt we ever use that, but yeah, it's there. Radiant Visage for momentum hate. Eyes of the Tiger for those pesky check hacky decks. And Desperate Struggle to stop those bombs from killing us. So that is the Bow deck, guys. It's something that I'm going to try out. I think she's a really cool character. I think she's fun. I think it's just more of how you're going to survive and to survive to that turn 3, turn 4, where she's really going to be able to pop off, right? I think that's the main key for her. So let me know what you think in the comments below about the deck. What do you look forward to? Maybe what's your lineup for Bow going to look like? Is it going to be the all mid package? Is it going to be like a mix-up zone mix-up deck? Let me know. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. So you hit those bells for all the notifications possible, and we'll see you in the next video. And until then, take care.